Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Chris, this is PNW RC Madness, and I am back again here today for another video. It's going to be a quick one, I hope. Try to make it quick. But we're actually going to be doing a build on this truck. So we're going to basically end up tearing apart the whole truck. And today's video, all we're going to do is I'm going to show you this awesome new ESC tray that I got. And also I'm going to be installing a new battery tray by Bauhaus and a couple of sway bar links by JERRC. So come on in. But first, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm pretty stoked. If you haven't followed me on Facebook or Instagram or any of that, I'm actually going to be a Treal dealer here. I am a Treal dealer now. I just need to get this stuff up on my website first. So I'm still waiting for my first shipment, but I'm excited to tell you guys that, yeah, you guys can go ahead and go to www.pnwrcmadness.com and you can go ahead and get your selection of Treal parts. For first thing I'm going to do, because I'm going to start small, it's going to be just for the LMT. And then also for all those guys that like to watch my Traxxas Max videos, I'm going to do my best to get Traxxas Max Treal parts too. So I'm going to be hopefully stocked with Losi Lmt parts and Traxxas Max parts. So also, guys, before you forget and shut off the video, if you don't watch to the end, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there in the right corner. That helps my channel out a lot. Just go ahead and tap that little button right there, and then go ahead on your way out and hit the notifications button. That way you guys can watch all my fun videos on RC cars and trucks. So let's just go ahead and get started. So come on in and show you what we're doing here. Alright, so I said I was going to try not to make this a super long video. I suppose it'll be, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes long. So I guess the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll get these parts out of the bag. And if you'd like to know where these parts come from, they come from this guy right here, 4DRC, Fourth Dimension RC. He's actually in a couple of Facebook groups, and he actually custom made this ESC slash receiver mount for me, and we're going to go ahead and get this installed. But first, go ahead and look at that. He actually printed my logo right on the receiver cover, which is pretty awesome. And then if you go online, you can also find him on Instagram and Facebook. His name is George Woulous, W-O-U-L-U-S, and he actually did the powder coating for me for these. He did an awesome job. So these are the this is actually the Bauhaus tray. It's kind of got some fingerprints on it. It was just aluminum. So moving on, he did this in black, so it looks pretty awesome, I think. Can't wait. Totally gonna match the truck. I look more stock. And then alright, guys, so the first order of business is we need to get some tools. So we got all the parts out here on the Cow RC mats, which is pretty awesome. Possibly have those for sale one of these days. So I guess first thing you're going to want to do is just go ahead and unclip the cage. No big deal. So it just has 4 clips. And then basically all we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and bolt the stock battery tray and then the ESC RX holder. So we'll go ahead and unscrew those, and then I'll show you what it looks like without that stuff in place. So to speed things up, we're going to go ahead and use the Makita drill. Now I'm not sure exactly how this all comes apart, but I guess it looks like there's a screw and a nut. So what I like a lot is I got these awesome Cow RC mats, and then at an RC bash event that I've been holding, one of the guys, Glenn is his name for sure, gave me these little holders. They're 3D printed, so we'll just go ahead and use the Cow RC mats and the holders So we'll go ahead and get this battery tray off of here. Alright, so that's better. I know we can't see yet, so in order to take the battery tray off, you're just going to have 2 screws in the back, one on each side of the chassis, and then you're going to have a couple of screws which you're going to have to put back in because it's holding on your Nerf bars, but they're going to sit right up underneath. You're going to sit up right up underneath your ESC tray. And then just for giggles, we're going to go ahead and I think in order to get this off, you have to unscrew. There's a little bolt that goes through right there, so it's kind of in the way. So in order to take the battery tray out of there, the stock one kind of has like this through bolt thing going on here. The receiver tray, so we'll go ahead and take off the receiver tray cap, I guess you'd call it, because that screw is in the way. And we're not going to be using this. So there we go. So as you can see right there, once you take that off, that little slide bolt comes right out. Well, it should come right out. There we go. So that's what that looks like for those who want to actually take the battery tray out. It's pretty slick. You just have to take off the receiver tray. So what else we got here? We got 2 on the side, 2 on each side, and then it looks like we're going to go ahead and take the 2 off the top here. Totally disconnect the battery. That way the battery tray should just lift right out. So there we go, battery tray is out. No more dealing with this stock, no more dealing with that stock battery strap. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. So, let's see, how else do we get this off? So we're already making space, which is great. I think the screws are just still in their side. Alright, so in order to get the stock ESC tray out of there, it doesn't just pop right out. And I'm just kind of being kind of lazy, but in order to get it out, it's kind of got these little tabs that go through the chassis. So you're going to want to spread the chassis, and you're going to kind of just take one side at a time. So if you look real closer, you see those tabs. Those are just fitting right into the hole in the chassis. So we got that out. So check this out, guys. Kind of show you what the truck looks like. I know it's kind of moving around. So check it out. We got it all out of there. Now we got all this space freed up. And then we're going to go ahead and install this Bauhaus battery tray. And then somehow we're going to go ahead and install. That's going to go right there. Look at that, it already slips right in. It's all black. It just all blends right in. It's almost like it just goes in right all by itself. So we'll go ahead and put that in, and we'll go from there. All right, so this is actually pretty awesome. This part, like I said, was made by 4D, Fourth Dimension. His name is Austin. Sorry, Austin, if I mess up your last name. Austin Siegliski. I'm not sure. His name is Austin. Awesome guy. He makes these awesome parts. So check this out. This will not even be edited, but seriously, look how fast it is to make this or install this. So a quick look at it. I'm actually going to be installing my teak in there. He's got this awesome little notch, so you can set your power button right in there. I'll probably just use a little bit of shoe goo. That way I'll be able to switch it on and off right there. But here we go. So it comes just like this. So we'll go ahead and take the stock screws out, which he sends these awesome. I never even seen these. They're kind of like a cap screw. We'll definitely be using those. Huge shout out to Austin if you're watching. Thanks for these awesome parts. Let me know where you got these screws. Oh, looks like we got 2 different sizes. Interesting. Well, anyways, so we'll go ahead and get these out of here unedited, and then look at this, guys. So maybe we should wait because we are going to be installing some new links. We're actually only going to be installing the lower links, so yeah, we'll go ahead and install it. So perfect fit. Slides right down into place. And then in order to make sure things are going in correctly, yep, I'll just kind of line it up. And we'll just go ahead and install the screws that he gave me, which I really like. Wow, so just like that, we got one side installed already, just about. So it's going to go right through. Anyways, here we go. Just 4 screws. We're going to go ahead and hand drive this. Make sure you don't strip anything out. There we go. So it is just 3D printed PLA, I believe. So you don't want to drive your screws in too tough. But that looks pretty nice with those screw caps he gives you. Those nice screws he gives you. Now check it out. We're gonna go ahead and run the this Tekin, which I'm pretty stoked about. Check that out. It's the RX4. Now we haven't cleaned the goo off of the bottom yet, so we'll go ahead and get the goo cleaned up. Alright guys, so one thing that I did notice, we got everything out of there. I'll definitely give you a better look at the ESC in the tray and all that good stuff in a minute. I'm pretty stoked. It's sitting in there super nice. It actually fits in there like a glove. So before we finish up the video, we'll go ahead and install the Bauhaus tray. Now it comes with some screws. And I'm not sure exactly what size they are, but they're definitely a lot smaller because this goes right. You're going to take out the header screw, and you're going to go ahead and install this smaller screw. It's like a 2 millimeter or whatever. I don't know what size it is. It's smaller. I need to get my thread checker. But anyways, so he gives you that hardware, and then also he gives you some cap heads that goes into the side of the chassis, which I'll show you. And then when I get to looking at it, I'm like, okay, you need cap heads, you need a screw. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your existing nuts, your lock nuts that come out of the old battery tray, because he does not provide nuts. So make sure that you hold on to those nuts, and you're going to use these when you put the Bauhaus battery tray in. So let's get that bad boy installed, and I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to want to make sure you run the strap on the inside of the tray, and then this thing fits super nice. Just kind of set it down into place. And then you're going to take the smaller of the 2 screws it gives you, and you're going to run them right back into the exhaust headers. Literally, guys, this upgrade will take you, I don't know, 10 minutes. I know the video might be a little bit longer. And then it comes with a little bit bigger than a 1.5. I believe this is a 2 mil, so he gives you a 2 mil. And literally, you're just going to go ahead and screw it right back into place. So you just screw that right back into the header on one side. And then literally, you're going to do the exact opposite on the other side. So we got one side in. We're going to go right back into the closest header hole to the front of the truck. It actually gives you a little bit longer screw, which makes sense. So that just screws right in. Now I'm finding out you kind of got to push to get it started, which I'm not quite sure why. So we got 2 of the 4 screws in. It's literally an 8 screw install, and you have yourself an upgraded low center gravity truck. was saying before, you don't want to use the old screws. You just want to use the old nuts and use the screws he's provided. These look to be about 10 millimeters. And you're going to come from the inside of the truck and you're going to install the nut right here on the outside. So you kind of got to do this on an angle. Try not to strip it. And I think everybody's got these tools. Also, by the way, guys, I got some new tools that I'm going to be coming out with. My own P&W branded tools, so pay attention. Stay tuned for those. That means my burritos are done. So the last screw, go ahead and just use your old nut again. Whoa, good thing we're working on these Cal RC mats. I gotta get those burritos out. Actually, they're not burritos, they're enchiladas. Who eats enchiladas? I love enchiladas. I literally could eat Mexican food every day. So just go ahead and tighten that guy on there. And then you are almost installed. You got your truck ready to hit the track. Just like that, guys. Go ahead and put the cap on. The receiver cap will be ready to go. Alright guys, so there you go. I just want to thank you guys for tuning into the channel, P&W RC Madness. Again, stay tuned. Gonna have some tools next time. Hopefully you guys can go ahead and check out on the website. But that's gonna be pretty much it. It's not fully installed yet, but I got the tray installed, and then I got both trays installed. So literally it takes about 10 minutes. You could do both upgrades in about 10 minutes. And then you're going to be much more lower center gravity, LCG. So check that out. Super low, super clean. You don't have the old box kind of hanging over the side anymore, and you don't have the battery sitting up super high. I mean, it's not as low as it could be, I guess. Maybe it is. I suppose it is as low as it could be, so we're pretty low. And then we got the ESC moved in here nice and tight in the center of the chassis. So guys, if you do like this video, please do subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and I will catch you guys later.